My name is Meghan Azad. I'm a professor of Pediatrics and Child Health at the University of Manitoba and a research scientist at the Children's Hospital Research Institute of Manitoba. And I co-direct the Manitoba Interdisciplinary Lactation Centre, or MILC with a C for short. My team studies breast milk and breastfeeding and early nutrition and development of child and infant health. We're interested in understanding what's in breast milk, and that's not a simple question. There are, of course, nutrients, but there is also so much more than that. So hormones, antibodies, microbes, immune cells, and we're really trying to understand that from a systems perspective. So how do all those things work together? And then how does that influence infant health? Initially, my research focused on Canadian families, and in that study, we had about 3,500 mothers, babies, families participating. And then lately, I've been moving more into international work, so we're starting to look at how is milk similar and how is it different in different settings around the world, and how is it affecting babies in those different settings. We look at, honestly, hundreds of components in the milk because there are just so many things to look at. And what we have found is that there is what we call a dose response. So the more breast milk, whether it's more exclusive or longer duration, the better the health outcomes for these babies. So we see lower rates of asthma, lower rates of obesity, and I think what's a nice message for parents is that kind of every drop counts. So I think there's a lot to learn there, both about just what's in breast milk. Honestly, I think we'll discover some new components that haven't been described yet, and also information about how they interact. And then we can use that for understanding how breast milk works, and there's many ways we could apply that knowledge. And that's both in our own setting here in Canada for conditions like food allergies and obesity, which are increasingly prevalent, but also in these other settings we're working in where the problems are different, wasting and stunting of babies. And so what can we do in all of those scenarios and learn from human milk? Winning a Gairdner is really special. It's a huge honor, and it recognizes the work that I've done together with my team. I think recognizing this field of work also is special to me because I think historically women's health broadly and lactation and breastfeeding specifically has really not been adequately researched, adequately funded, adequately taught in medical school. So to have an award of this caliber recognize research in this area, I think does a lot for the field as well.